Hey Cancer, welcome to Lady of the Unknown Oracle. My name is Sophie. For those of you who are new here, I hope you find today's reading useful. If you do, please remember to like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment down below. I would love to know how you're doing. For those of you who are returning, I'm so grateful to have you here with me. Thank you so much for your love and support. I appreciate you to the moon and back, so thank you so much. This reading is for any and all Cancer placements, so please take this reading as it resonates. Since this is a general reading, it won't resonate for everyone, but if you find that today's reading does resonate with you, you can find a link to the extended reading in the description box below, along with information about the reading schedule and my personal reading availability. You can also find the extended reading link in the comment section below, pinned to the top. This reading can be applied to any situation, including love, career, and personal growth. And with that, Cancer, we are going to go ahead and jump right into your reading. So we're going to start off first with some oracle cards, and then we're going to dive into the Celtic Cross spread, which we will clarify with the Kipper deck. Okay, so in the pre-shuffle for you, we're going to use 3 different oracle decks. The first pre-read, pre-shuffle that I did for you, we got the bouquet, the dice, the die, and the fox. And so this is pulled with the intentions of advice and guidance. So what I'm getting from this, Cancer, is there is some type of apology that is either coming in or that you are thinking about giving to another person. Now, if this is somebody who you are expecting an apology from, what I'm getting is this person is inconsistent, even insincere. All right, there could be something about this person's character that is questionable. And so the advice here is to take their apology with a grain of salt. Don't just take their word for it. Make sure that you watch what they do next. An apology it has 2 components: the acknowledgement that something's been done wrong and the attempt to restore things back to its original state. So if this person is words, the apology, but no action to correct what's happened, then it's insincere, and this person probably, even if their intentions are good, will not actually seek out to restore harmony and balance to whatever has happened. Now, if this is you, Cancer, looking to possibly apologize to someone for something you feel may have come off insincere, I would say go ahead and take the chance of reaching out to this person. It's possible that this person won't believe that your apology is sincere and genuine, but the advice here is to just go ahead and take that risk. For some, this isn't even the apology. This is about just seeing somebody. The bouquet can be about a gift, an apology, and overall just trying to make amends somewhere. So there could be somebody here who is looking to restore some kind of balance by giving or by offering an apology of some kind. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull some more guidance and clarification on the situation here for Cancer. This is the Nature's Whispers Oracle. For Cancer, please. For Cancer. For Cancer, please. Make a wish. This is a 1, Magician energy. You could be connecting with a Gemini or a Virgo. Gratitude and appreciation. And culmination of vision. So you guys are in a space of creation right now. You're in a space of creation. You might have received support from someone previously who you are looking to thank for what they've done. It could also be that your time with someone has come to an end, because culmination of vision, this is a 35, which is an 8. So I'm thinking kind of like the 8 of Cups here. There's a vision that you have, some kind of an end that you are reaching, because it's not just the creation of the vision or giving birth to the vision, you are culminating it. It's coming into fruition, which is why making a wish brings this very strong magician manifestation energy. Somebody, you or someone you're connecting with, is trying to make this happen, and in bringing something to fruition, now you're moving into a new phase, a new direction. Gratitude and appreciation is a 46, which reduces to a 10. So this is an ending of some kind, but this is more of an ending to bring about a beginning, kind of like death energy. So you could be connecting with a Scorpio. But with gratitude and appreciation, this is about making meaningful connections and acknowledging that someone that you're connecting with, or multiple people for some of you that you're connecting with, is contributing a very real a very real sort of support and clarity to what you're going through. So if this person in some way has been an antagonist to you, someone who has challenged your peace of mind, or has kind of been a source of friction or something like that, this person, you don't even see it right now, but what this person is doing is they are stealing your senses. They are strengthening you. They are providing you a level of insight and growth that is going to permit you now, moving forward, to create what it is you really wanted. So for some of you, if this is romance or love, and this person has always been challenging you on the topic of commitment, by them challenging you on commitment, you have had to strengthen your stance. You have had to make sure that you believe the things that you say. And so what will happen is, when this comes to an end, you now moving into a new direction with someone is going to provide a deeper level of insight where you feel more secure in what you stand for. Okay, so even in a negative light where something is not panning out with another person, they are inadvertently adding to your strength. And for others of you, it is things outside of your connection with somebody who has been antagonizing and has been pushing and kind of been a source of resistance for you, that is actually strengthening the bond you have with each other. So whatever the conflicting energies are, it's really just it's almost like a precursor to growth. These challenges and the resistance has pushed you and someone else into a sphere where now you can both move into what feels like it's like a path that you have been walking down, but maybe you didn't realize exactly how well suited you were to it, right? Like you were walking down, I'm imagining like a tree-lined path with somebody walking down. They don't realize that at the end of the pathway lies paradise, right? Whatever that might be for the person. It's like a light at the end of the tunnel, but it's like a tree-lined path is the vision I'm getting. It's peaceful, it's tranquil, and it's like along this whole way you might have felt kind of scared or unsure. But the feeling now, if it's not right now, it will be soon, Cancer, is this feeling of self-assuredness. It's like no matter what happens, you are equipped to handle it. No matter what happens, the truest love and the truest strength and the truest stability lies within you. And there's an understanding, there's a confidence that you are made of the stuff that lasts. You are made of the stuff that lasts. There's a belief in self. There's a strength right now that's coming out. And it's almost, I'm getting now a vision of a butterfly coming out of its cocoon, stretching its wings out. It's a transformation. It's a transition. It's thanking the people who have made this burden so difficult, because now that you are coming out of this state, you are feeling stronger than ever. So it's almost like giving thanks. It's giving thanks to the people who have helped and the people who have hindered, because even in hindering you, they've helped. Action. So this is another 8 with 17 here. This is about moving forward, all tied up. Yeah, and 23 reduces to a 5. And this is about people who have tried to block your way. The temple path is a highly spiritual journey. So Cancer, whatever this is something that was deeply personal to you, something deeply spiritual. This could be a very strong connection. For some, this is a marriage. For others of you, this is a career path or a path of studies that you believe you've been divinely led to, right? A strong soul bond, a strong connection. But the temple path speaks to a spiritual journey. And underneath that, we have walking away. So whatever this is, you are reaching... You're not reaching the final destination. You are reaching the final milestone of this process. What you're about to enter, it's a pathway. It's a pathway, Cancer. Whatever you're about to enter into, this is really just, all of this has set the stage for a new chapter in life. So action with all tied up. This is just about breaking out of chains, breaking out of boundaries, something that may have kept you mentally limited or even physically limited. You're now moving past it, because in an intuitive level, on a spiritual level, you just feel like, you know what? Maybe in some ways I've been standing in front of myself, or I have allowed other people to have more power than they actually do. I am taking my power back and I am moving forward because I see what I want. And I see that the only way I can have that mental peace, that tranquility, that person, that happiness with this person in my life is if I make it clear that other forces or other conflicted energies are not allowed in my circle. They're not allowed in my space. And it's about taking initiative and taking your power back. Taking your power back and reclaiming the situation for what it is. This is the manifestation of your vision. So let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and see what we've got in this Celtic cross. We're gonna shuffle a couple more times. Cancer, what's going on, please, for Cancer? Let's go, Cancer. Yeah, so 5 of Cups, right? So there has been someone is grieving. There is a loss or a disappointment, a feeling that something did not go as planned. All right, I want to bring your attention though, Cancer, to the fact that 2 cups are still standing. For me, there is hope in the 5 of Cups because in spite of whatever has been lost and the feelings that come up with this loss, there is a recognition that there is at least one important connection in your life that will help support you through this. So whatever this has been, right, this is conflicted emotions. Whatever this has been, whoever is disappointed, whatever has come to an end and has been lost here, there is someone that is reliable. Okay, there is someone who is reliable. The connection is there. Take your time to grieve if this is you. And when you come back up for air, remember that there are people you can reach out to. This is about emotional support and hope. Hope in what's next. And giving yourself space to feel what you need to feel before moving into this next chapter, because I have a feeling it's going to be very, very big, and it's going to be what you were asking for, Cancer, what you've been praying for. Yeah. So right now, your current energy is the 3 of Wands, expecting something, hoping to receive something, waiting for something, longing for something. If you're connecting with someone right now, there is no communication, but it could be coming in. We'll see. I have a feeling something here is going to be changing, okay? So far, it looks like things are in transition, okay? So someone here is waiting for communication, waiting for something. The block is the 4 of Wands, so someone could already be involved. It could also be that someone is wanting to be involved, committed, have a strong foundation, perhaps have a family, open up an office space, go to school. There's a major milestone here that perhaps somebody wants that the other person does not or is not ready for right now. For others, this is one that is already existing and is a block. It's blocking the progression of whatever this is. For some, you're waiting on a decision for a home. The best case scenario is the 2 of Swords. So there might be a little bit of overactivity or overthinking. The best case scenario is that you continue to think things through. All right, the 2 of Swords indicates a stuck energy, someone not communicating. If there is someone you're connecting with who is just going through a very tough time or a challenging time, Cancer, it's possible that this person will not reach out to you right away. It could take a little bit of time. You are in a space where you are waiting for them, and communication will likely come. It's a matter of this person overcoming whatever this is for them. But in general, the best case scenario is that if somebody needs to take this space and question things in their solitude, they come to that decision on their own. And this can be you as well. Just kind of sitting in your space. Overthinking is the word that comes to mind, but it's not the feeling. It's not a feeling of sitting there and being like, what do I do? It's more of like choosing to lead with your intellect versus your emotions. Someone is just trying to be objective. Someone is just trying not to rush into something and make a choice that is better for the long term, because they're sitting here and they're doing the math. The reason it's all happening is the sun. This could be a Leo. Someone may have given birth recently. I'm getting a son. For others of you, this is about an opportunity that's presented itself, and it's conflicting because where you are right now and what's required to get here it feels like a long ways away. There's a major milestone that's in the way here. There's a major milestone that is in the way, or a person that is in the way, Cancer. It's possible you're thinking of it, you're trying to be objective about it, but something is in the way. Recent past is the Queen of Pentacles. So you could be connected with a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, or you can have this in your chart. But in the recent past, there may have been a person involved who is very nurturing, a good resource person, possibly a businesswoman or businessman. But this can also be you coming into your own and elevating in your career or schooling. This can also be you with somebody, right? Taking on a more committed role. I am getting, for some of you, this is in romance, someone who you are maybe at a distance from or having very little communication with, who you have recently discussed some kind of a committed plan together. But to get there, there's almost a needing to take a step back. Someone is waiting, someone's trying not to overthink something. They're trying to disconnect themselves emotionally from the situation so that they can handle what this means. Handle the fact that this person has to travel for work or for school, or maybe that's you. You have to do, the long distance thing with your partner in order to make this work. Traveling could be the challenge here, whether it's for romance or business. Okay, but there is a feeling of hoping to receive something and trying to be patient and not let waiting get the best of you. With the World coming in, Cancer, this is a huge chapter. I'm telling you, if the Death card does not come out, well, I'll be damned. But the World, right? For some, this is travel. This is the completion of something. This could be a graduation. If so, congratulations. This could be a raise. This could be a complete career switch into something that feels better. But in general, this is the end of a major life cycle. This could be birth for some of you. Could be becoming pregnant, right? But this is definitely, what's coming in is a feeling of success, a feeling of completion, a feeling of, even if you are left waiting, this waiting period just feels appropriate because you are essentially closing off a previous cycle. How you see yourself is the Emperor. So you can have Aries in your chart. You could be connecting with an Aries, but this is very boss dominant energy. You are connected to a version of yourself that is in control and you're organized, right? Things are expanding and you've contained it in such a way where you're guiding its development. You are the reason this project or this relationship is breathing and exists the way it does. So you see yourself as confident and in control. You are the leader here. You are leading the way. In the environment, you have the Seven of Wands. So you could be resisting something or fighting for something that you have fought long and hard for. You could be conflicted with other people or fighting, combating other people who are challenging your authority, challenging your knowledge, challenging your position. Your fear is the Hierophant. So this is respect, contracts, marriage, business, a spiritual journey. So something about this is scary to you. Someone here may be afraid of commitment, or they may be afraid that this commitment is not what they thought it was, or that it may be a short-term commitment. And the Eight of Cups in the outcome, which is exactly the energy that we were getting just a little while ago about culmination of vision, right? The Eight of Cups, walking away, seeking out fulfillment, moving into a space where you just need time away. This could indicate distance. So Cancer, if you are looking to get away from people, sort of like the Hermit energy, this is just about seeking out what you need. Seeking out what you need, seeking out people, support. But in general, this is you trying to see how everything you've done up to this point is leading to success. Truthfully, I don't see that there is, if you are connecting with somebody in romance, that's really not the point in this. It's not that this person is XYZ. This is more, this person is making you take a good hard look at who you are, and in learning about what it is you want and putting your foot down and standing for something, you are realizing either that this person belongs or doesn't belong, but you're trying to handle this situation with class, right? You're feeling there's a little bit of a pushback, but you're not feeling hostile. No one in this situation is feeling hostile. They're just feeling like, okay, you know, maybe a conversation here would help, but then the other person is closed off. There's very little communication. But I see you as being unbothered, Cancer. I see you as being unbothered. There's an opportunity here, and you're just trying to figure out how to make it work. Underneath the deck, we have imprisonment. So this is sort of like devil energy. With the 29, this is an 11. So this indicates a very significant spiritual church choice. This might involve the church for some of you. But imprisonment, this indicates a limitation, feeling stuck, feeling trapped. All right, Cancer. So you may feel very trapped with a person in this situation. But I feel like you're breaking out of this. Whatever has previously left you feeling imprisoned, I feel like you are freeing yourself from this. So with the Three of Wands here, we have clarified the mature woman. So someone here is waiting. This could be you as the mature woman, but someone who you're connecting with is waiting to hear back, waiting to see, waiting for communication. There could be distance between you and someone, and this person is just being very, very distant. But someone here is waiting to hear back about a decision, a thought. The block here is the Four of Wands being clarified by despair. So for some of you, this is someone who is in a very unhappy commitment, an unhappy home, an unhappy career path or job. This could also be someone who has been shunned from either of these places, shunned from the home or from the office or from their own workplace, their own career. Someone is experiencing a lot of dissatisfaction and despair around some sort of stable commitment, relationship that they have with a person or just a career. So it's like, how do I move forward if I don't even know what I want? Or how do I move forward when there's so much unhappiness here? For some, this is a third-party situation, and there is an individual that is not happy with where they are. And then in the meantime, you or they are waiting to hear back. And that could be what's complicated, but there's not a lot of budging. And I feel like on your part, Cancer, regardless of what's going on this other person's side, you know where you stand. And that's the message that keeps coming through very strongly, is that you know where you stand. And if they want to be a part of this, then they have to make a choice. Right? And so the third party can be applied in terms of career or schooling. You know, this is just about that extra component involved between you and this person, where maybe their job is getting in the way, or distance is getting in the way, or lack of money is getting in the way. And there's something interfering with the progression of this situation. Yeah, and the Two of Swords with distant horizons, about what the best case scenario is. This is about somebody just going in and asking themselves, what do I want? Detaching themselves emotionally, and then just saying, all right, well, let me just consider this next step in a more objective way. What's the plan here? What are we doing? I'm not seeing a lot of communication in terms of making that long-term plan. Because with the World coming in, this is closing of a cycle. So I will say this. If someone is waiting for communication, it will come in after this cycle is closed. Because there's a need for closure, but I don't think this closure is dependent on someone reaching out. In fact, Cancer, I think that if this is between you and someone else, you are really willing to just leave all of that behind and not speak with them, right? I'm getting a sense of indifference. You don't really care. It's not that serious to you. You just want to move forward and be at peace. It's really not that serious. Why it's all happening is the Sun with unexpected income. For some of you, this is about receiving an abundance of resource from someone. Could be a Leo, but this is about perhaps getting a job offer that pays a lot more. This could be for some of you separation from someone who frankly you're not really caring about very much anymore, and this is the settlement coming from the divorce. For others of you, this is just about being victorious in the way something has come to an end, which in a way is opening up potential to you. So money, time, energy. The sun to me speaks of freedom as well, that warmth and the potential, and just the happiness of being out and being free to do what you want, to feel good, to feel happy. So this is about abundance. I think in some ways, Cancer, you've experienced satisfaction, fulfillment, and happiness doing things on your own, regardless of someone else. Regardless, it's like you are becoming your own person, your own entity. Where in a way, previously, you may have felt like who you are and what you do and how you feel really depends on the people involved, what you're doing. You know, it depended on so much else, but you're not worried about that anymore. You're not worried about that anymore. You're solely focused on yourself. With Queen of Pentacles and the Coffin. Coffin to me is like death energy. Recent past, there's been a huge transformation. Queen of Pentacles is someone who can be married. So for some, this is about ending your status as that person. So a divorce, a separation. For some, this is about, changing your occupation. So whatever you were doing before, you have changed that. But as it relates to a mother figure or a career woman type person, someone who is focused on resource and time and money, something about that individual has changed, and there's been a massive, massive transition. Okay, because here we have the Queen of Pentacles, and then moving forward, we have mature woman. So it's a very similar energy. But this mature woman in the present is unbothered. They are unbothered. And really, I feel almost now like this person, whether it's you or the person you're connecting with, what they're waiting for is just the end. They're not worried. They're not waiting for someone else. They're just waiting for the contract to be signed. They're waiting for this person to just kind of go their own separate way. They're not, whoever this mature woman is, they're not pressed. Coming in, we have the World energy with false person, family room, and sudden wealth. So there could be someone in the environment who is trying to seem more generous than they actually are with this world. And that's, we also had the Fox, right, with the Lenormand. So be careful. Be careful. You're tapping into this objective mindset, Cancer, and there is someone here who may challenge that. This person, they see that you're trying to reach success here, and I almost feel like they want to bait you. They almost want to bait you. They're attracting you into this ending under the premise that things are going to be better than they currently are. And I think that I don't think that they are lying outright, but I think they're fudging the truth a little bit. They're fudging the truth a little bit. It's not like, for example, if you're applying to a job and they tell you that there's going to be this amazing sign-on bonus, it's not that they are lying about the sign-on bonus. It's that they're leaving out the part that once you start, you can't leave for 6 months. Or once you start, yeah, that sign-on bonus is great, but what they didn't tell you is that they are incredibly understaffed and they're going to work you to the bone. So the sign-on bonus was great, but you really should be compensated more for the kind of stress you're agreeing to take on. Kind of like that. They're leaving something out. They're leaving something out. So I would say definitely if you're getting a feeling about this person or situation that needs greater inspection, go ahead and take a look. Someone here may not be completely open and honest about everything. How you see yourself with the Emperor, how you see yourself as the Emperor and gift. So it could be you reaching out to someone with some sort of a gift. This feels like an exchange of some kind. You are just looking to begin anew with something that someone else has offered you or that you are giving to a person. It could be an apology. You are receiving an apology or you are giving an apology. But this is about starting something new and beginning with what feels like a very generous offer. Perhaps even giving that to someone. Almost like a farewell gift for some. In the environment, the Seven of Wands with adjudication. So for some, this is about contracts. This is about divorce or signing something for a job. This is judgment. This is about fighting a battle with someone who's making it very difficult. You might have to take it to court, but whatever the outcome of this struggle will be, it will be concrete. So this is a long-term decision that's being made, and I feel in some way, Cancer, you are trying to ensure that you come out on top so that you can maintain stability, because what this person that you're connecting with is trying to do is dismantle stability. In some ways, they might be trying to drag you down with them, because someone here is obviously very unhappy, but there's a split down the middle of happiness and sadness. Someone here is very stable and they're just waiting for something to be over, but then on the other end, someone else has already realized that something is over, but they're fighting it, or they are basking so much in the sadness of it that in a way they're trying to let that energy creep out, and without even meaning to, this person could be somewhat possessed by that negativity, possessed by that grief, possessed by the lack, and they're trying to put that on you to share that burden with them, not realizing that it's really it's their time to give themselves that space and to clear that out on their own. The fear with the Hierophant and Wealthy Man, this could involve a business person that you're connecting with, very stable individual, could be a boss, your new boss, or that you are entering this boss type position. This could be someone who you're connecting with romantically, who you are bound to spiritually, contractually. This is marriage for some, this is business for others. But generally, there's something about this person whose commitment to this situation that you question. Perhaps even that their commitment is so much that they are committed more to themselves than they are to the project, or more committed to you and the relationship. This is someone who you're afraid is going to allow their commitment to other things, including themselves, get in the way of where you could possibly take this together. Because it feels mature, you and this person. If this is a romantic venture, it's almost like you're afraid that they are just a workaholic and not going to put time into the relationship. For others of you, right, this is a boss that you get along with really well, but you're afraid that they're just so business that when you begin this new opportunity, it turns out that what they really did was kind of shiest the contract a little bit. You didn't look at the fine print, and now they're trying to throw that back at you, when really it was kind of skittish. They should not have done that. So just, there is someone whose intentions you should question just a little bit, because you want something and they want something, but they might be trying to put an edge. They might be trying to put an edge to the vision that isn't yours, but without them, you feel bound. So just be careful. Yeah, marriage, occupation, and thoughts. So this is about fulfillment where commitment is concerned. If you're going to do something, do it with love. Marriage here is about contracts in romance or in business. Occupation is about a labor of love and putting time into something because you enjoy doing it. And thoughts is just about the kind of like fantasizing, but taking something into consideration and trying to plan something out in a more objective way. All right, so this is clarifying the Eight of Cups. This is about moving into fulfillment and just being on a road to recovery for some. But this is road to fulfillment and greater satisfaction in what you do, whether this is in love or business. You are just trying to make sure that if you're going to commit yourself to a person or a thing, you want to enjoy what you do. And that is the search that you are on, Cancer. Is this person worth it? Is this situation worth it? Can I have it all? Can I do this? Someone or something here is making you think. And let me pull a couple cards for you, because this feels like a to be continued type of deal. So Cancer wants to know, will this work? Will this work? Will their path take them down where they need to go? Will this work is the question. Will this work? Will this work? I say yes. Six of Cups. What about the Six of Cups, please? Will this work? Knight of Wands. Don't give up. Ten of Swords. There's some kind of mental stress. There's a mental stress that's sucking you of your energy, Cancer. Okay? Make sure that when you are pursuing this, you are keeping in mind the funner aspects of this. So if there's a relationship between you and a person, remind yourself that if you guys can't have fun, if you can't have fun together, or enjoy childlike activities together, or meet each other in a non-serious way, if you can't do that, then focus more on yourself. okay? If someone here might be taking something too seriously, and this applies to business as well, try not to take it too seriously. Try not to turn a labor of love into something that now you are burning yourself out to do. Because you have the Six of Cups and the Knight of Wands, which speaks to passion, fun, sharing with another person, doing something that reminds you of the the childhood days, the nostalgia. Queen of Wands and the Ten of Swords is about someone who's massively burning out. Someone who's putting so much pain and pressure on themselves to perform that mentally they kind of shoot themselves in the foot. Mentally they can barely show up, even though physically they have the energy for it. So if you and someone else are connecting to try to make something work, make sure that you include the fun aspects, the lighthearted aspects, and try not to take it too seriously, and that'll make it work. All right. So Cancer, I'm actually going to go ahead and take this over to the extended, because someone you're connecting with here is going through something. That could be you as well. Some, if you are suffering some kind of an unexpected loss or hiccup in the plans. I think it's the person you're connecting with, though. We're going to go ahead to the extended. We're going to look into how that person feels towards you, their intentions towards you, their actions towards you, and the outcome between you and this person moving forward. And if needed, we will pull additional guidance. But yeah, if you want to go ahead and join me, the extended link is in the description box below, as well as pinned to the top of the comment section below. And I will see you over on the other side if you will join me there. If not, but you found this reading helpful, please remember to like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment down below. I would love to know how you're doing. And until next time, please stay safe, be well, Cancer, and I will see you in the next one. I will see you next time.